welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep. Today we are talking about Kawaki, the boy that is saving the Boruto anime.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
As soon as Kawaki was introduced, the tonal shift of Boruto quickly changed. It has improved the problems everyone had with its pacing and writing. Of course, this is partly because it's following the manga, which gives it a cohesive structure and a solid track that has a goal in mind on what it's trying to achieve. Our community often had gripes that this was lacking, and the episodes felt like filler even though they were canon. Must I remind you, remember Chocho eating beans?
Shut up, bitch!
However, with Kawaki's introduction into the anime, many problems seem to have simmered down. Kawaki has provided purpose to every single character and highlights the areas which made us fall in love with the Naruto franchise in the first place. Everyone loved Naruto for the message he brought to all of us. As he was a bright light that can shine through the dark, Naruto helped everyone with this process and is doing it once again for his adopted son Kawaki. When we as humans witness something being redeemed, the underdog story that Naruto and Kawaki are, there is no way not to like it, because we ourselves are protagonists of our own story and have a dream in mind we ourselves are trying to achieve in reality. So seeing characters like Naruto and Kawaki changing for the better inspires us to do the same. It's only natural. In the anime, we see that Kawaki has never had a normal childhood or a wholesome bond with any other human ever. The writers try to establish a cornerstone for Kawaki's character by using Naruto's family for him to gain emotional intelligence. Humanity is defined by many different things, and a family bond is one which all viewers can relate with and sympathize. One could argue the unconditional love a family has for one another is what makes part of our humanity. The series portrays that Kawaki has to win over Himawari and Boruto's trust by showcasing a thoughtful gesture which gives him integrity. By showing Kawaki's flaws, it helps us understand him better and relate to his shortcomings in life. This is a parallel to Naruto's character, where we saw a disobedient child asking for attention by causing trouble. We understood why Naruto did this, due to feeling loneliness and hatred. Therefore, Boruto is following these writing beats, with Kawaki's abuse and hints towards his neglect, with scenes such as Kawaki eating ice cream for the first time and not understanding what sharing even was. Or another example is when he broke Himawari's vase without comprehending the emotional depth behind it. This is something Kawaki lacked, just like Naruto. At the end of the day, both Naruto and Kawaki didn't choose to be born the way they are, or to be treated by society as such. So this helps their characters win us over, due to us understanding the bigger picture of their scenario, where we would support them in their journeys of them attaining their goals and acknowledgement of their peers. Since, of course, we as humans do not choose our environments when we are born, but try to overcome the hurdles it throws at us. These clear parallels between Kawaki and Naruto creates one of the many reasons why Kawaki is the most likable character in the entire community, as he imbues the flares of Naruto that we are already attached to. For instance, when Kawaki asks Naruto regarding the Shadow Clone Jutsu, he is stating that it is useful because he would be able to hit himself with the clone. Naruto says that won't work, but in response Kawaki says you won't know that until you try, but that's when Naruto reveals that he has tried this before. However, with the help of others around him and a rival who pushes you to be better, he got out of the low point in his life. This is what Kawaki realizes through Naruto, where he finally acknowledges Boruto as his brother and promises to help him to end the Otsutsuki cycle of karma. This is what unconditional love truly is, since Kawaki already achieved one of his goals by not having a karma himself, and he has no real incentive to offer Boruto his help. But before I dive deeper into this philosophical idea and why Kawaki and Naruto's bond is so special, I would like to mention our Journey merch. We have Naruto and Sasuke merch that has 10% discount off right now. Shout out to all of you that have already bought it, supporting us. We love you guys. So if you want one, make sure to check the link in the description and pinned comment below. In terms of karma training, Naruto tells Kawaki to come with them. This invitation showcases how much the barriers between Kawaki and the Uzumaki household are breaking, especially between him and Naruto, where this was the starting point for Kawaki to realize how much Naruto is someone he can look look up to. The reason for this is showcased with Kawaki's flashback of his training with Jigen. We see Jigen tell Kawaki about his emptiness, where nothing could ever fill the hole in Kawaki's heart. No matter what he gained, it will always spill right out. This thought process is why Jigen claims that he bestowed the karma upon Kawaki so that he can patch up his punctured heart, claiming that it will be the only thing that can make Kawaki whole once more. However, we know this is untrue. This is a brainwash ideology Kawaki has suffered, where his real purpose is to be a tool, whilst we know this is something Naruto despises and is against, because human beings are something that are not of material but spiritual. Human beings can never be something like a tool. Kawaki his entire life has lived under the fist of oppression, first by his own father, then by Jigen, who became his new father from a monetary transaction, something which is materialistic and made Kawaki feel hollow in the first place, as the essence of mankind and Ninshu is spiritual, as I mentioned. This is why Kawaki's character encapsulates the entire idea that he is hollow and lacks purpose, that the karma fulfills this void in his life. Neither of these fathers gave Kawaki the love he needed to fulfill the emptiness in him. Rather, they treated him as a tool to fulfill their own desire and whims, either be it fetching alcohol or being used to become a vessel. Kawaki as a person was never given value until he met Naruto. Naruto is trying to destroy this gap by implementing a purpose in his life through love and affection, as Naruto himself admits that he felt the same way as Kawaki in his childhood. Naruto needed love as a child and tried everything to achieve it, so by him being a catalyst to changing Kawaki's heart with light, it will ripple into the dark nature of the Karma Seal, eventually making it be destroyed. I personally feel like every moment involving these two characters will be more gratifying to viewers due to the emotional depth behind both of them. One being someone that is an example of pushing through the hardships we all face and succeed, whilst the other is trying to achieve the same, following in his footsteps to achieve the same goal he yearns for. But on the contrary to Naruto, who he idolizes, Kawaki has a destiny much more tragic, where it's quite ironic that Naruto was a blessed individual that had everything to gain, whilst Kawaki has everything to lose. We see their bond develop into something beautiful, where Kawaki admits a world without Naruto means nothing, and he was willing to sacrifice his arm to save Himawari's life, something he learned from his new father that let him know the meaning behind life and why you should cherish it, rather than throwing it away like he formerly wished for when he said to Boruto, "I wish I died." All of these developments and new scenes within the anime shaping their relationship will make for a great story in the end for their conclusion as characters. If Kawaki betrays Naruto one day, it's going to be one of the greatest moments in Boruto history, since we witnessed everything from the very beginning. Imagine Naruto being the best Hokage of all, the man that brought peace to the world and has everyone's respect, a freaking demigod that possesses almost all the power you would need, yet not the strength or means to stop the Uzumaki from killing his own two sons. That is disgustingly tragic and compelling to see what the results will be, and will make for a captivating story. In episode 196, we get to see the second rendition of Boruto's training for his karma, where this time it's with Kawaki. During this training session, we clearly see the transition Kawaki has gone through, from being a very reclusive, rigid and distrustful person to finally opening up and actually working to achieve a goal with others by his own choice and his own free will, something he never really had or experienced. In this sparring session between the boys, we see the clash of their competitive nature to staying level-headed towards their goal. After the first clash, Kawaki tells Boruto to be ready to use the absorption aspect of the karma, forcing Boruto to adapt to the karma as quickly as possible. In many ways, Boruto needs Kawaki to be the pushing force to evolve and be the shinobi he needs to be. This goes back to what their father said. Naruto mentioned that in his life, in his childhood, he was saved by having a rival named Sasuke and a pair that cared for him. In many ways, even our channel, Anime Balls Deep, has some sort of rivalry, so I can understand what Naruto is trying to say. For example, me, Adil, and Yusuf, we both run Anime Balls Deep, and we have the same goal in mind, to achieve success, right? We often clash with our opinions and creative vision of the channel, but this is what pushed us to improve so drastically. If you watch our videos from even a year ago, from 3 years ago, 5 years ago to now, it's like watching completely different people and videos. So what I'm trying to say is, we see this rivalry give birth to into a new Kawaki. He was reborn like a phoenix after his fight with Ishiki Otsutsuki. Naruto and Boruto pushed him to learn chakra and jutsu, which goes back to Naruto's statement that chakra exists in everyone. And although chakra is used to power handheld nukes, for God's sake, the actual true nature of chakra is to connect everyone, no matter who you are. When Kawaki was introduced, he wanted to learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu to beat himself up. However, he flipped this idea and juxtaposed his own initial beliefs by doing a selfless act of burning himself alive in front of Boruto. This in turn destroyed and fooled the person that tied him down and rebirthed a person that was willing to help his family's destiny and gained the father figure he sees in Naruto back to him, and even saved Boruto's life, making Boruto to gain his senses once again. This is why I believe in the future of Boruto, Naruto and Kawaki will be the crux and the core of the story. They will always have the best moments because of how their relationship has been intertwined together and how they parallel one another. Let me know in the comment section below if I've explained it properly why we all fell in love with Kawaki's character. Tell me the best thing that you like about him. And yeah, make sure to smash the notification bell for the channel as we will continue to doing Boruto content. Thank you for joining me as always, and I'll see you guys next time.